My name is Tarmack, and this is your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of February 20th, 2016. An ambitious, if foolish, media outlet not concerned with getting future exclusive information has broken the embargo date on the HTC VIVE pre-order and price announcement set for tomorrow. The VIVE will be priced at $800 US, which is pretty well what everybody expected. As a quick comparison, the Rift comes with the headset and included headphones, whereas the VIVE is the headset, 2 spatial awareness cubes called Lighthouse, and 2 controllers. So the 2 devices are likely very close in price when you consider just the headsets themselves. Sorry Oculus, I may have to turn my pre-order for the Rift back in. Having VR controllers is a pretty big difference, and HTC, welcome to the video game industry where your marketing dates don't matter and the points are made up. Street Fighter V is released with slightly less than the normal full complement of features that the series has historically had. This spun a number of gamers into a frenzy, myself included, over the continued degradation of consumer expectation of complete video games on release. Luckily, according to numerous sources online, people only buy Street Fighter for competitive multiplayer, so it doesn't actually affect anyone. In case the sarcasm isn't dripping hard enough, it's worth noting that less than 14% of gamers who bought Street Fighter IV won 10 or more multiplayer matches. That's quite the majority. Ubisoft commented that the game industry has become less hit-driven and more dependable amid the earnings call, where they also announced that Assassin's Creed won't be an annualized title anymore. Whatever happened to that 95% piracy rate, Ubi? In keeping with Phil Spencer's comments on his focus of tearing down walls in video games, the Division Xbox One version will be getting DLC a month before PS4 and PC. Despite having just announced their temporary retirement from cracking video games in order to measure their impact on the market, Group 3DM has recently announced that they've now cracked the Denuco anti-tamper software that protects publisher DRM. The group went as far as to say that the reason for the rush crack on Denuco was specifically to address the accusation that their hiatus was due to being unable to crack it. And yet, their amazing crack hasn't made it into the public realm. Those poor pirating gamers will have to wait until 3DM actually provides some form of evidence. Quantum Break is going to be coming to PC and has now gone gold. It'll be sold through the Windows 10 store and requires DirectX 12 to run, which as a result, of course, limits it to Windows 10 itself. The game will not be sold via Steam. I like competition and Steam needs more of it. However, it's worth noting that the Windows 10 store is about as good of a platform as Origin was when it launched, so clearly they have some work to do in order to not have the experience be awful. Fingers crossed. Mark Darrah, executive producer of the Dragon Age franchise, asked via Twitter whether gamers would like to see a Dragon Age tactics game, later expanding by asking about the style of something like Fire Emblem or XCOM. He didn't elaborate further, which of course spun up the internet rumor mill. BioWare has recently lost a few lead writers though, so I can totally get why they might look at possibly doing a non-story heavy game. Psyonix has released a patch for Rocket League, updating it to version 1.12, and alongside that patch has banned a significant number of cheating players. I'm really struggling to figure out how you would cheat in Rocket League. Can you maybe play with a deflated ball? This has been your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of February 20th, 2016. I'm Tarmack. Thanks for watching.